Lesson 11, Question 4. There are limits to the use of the experimental method. When a scientist cannot control the situations that are significant for the solution of problems. In the social sciences, less use can be made of the method of controlled experiment because the investigator cannot control the situations. For example, one way to prove or disprove the proposition that high tariffs bring prosperity would be to apply very heavy tariffs to all goods entering the United States for a considerable period of time, while holding constant all other factors affecting business activity. If a sustained increase in prosperity followed, we would then have substantial evidence to support the thesis that high duties are a cause of prosperity. No investigator can control the country's tariff policy, and even if she could, while the high tariff was in effect, many other social changes would be taking place, such as strikes, the establishment of new industries, and perhaps even wars. Some of these other changes would doubtless have much more influence on the state of national prosperity than would the high tariff, and would make it impossible to separate out the effects of the high tariff from the effects of all these other events. Tarif 관세 tesis 명제. Lesson 11, Question 56. The tourism and hospitality industry is particularly sensitive to economic cycles and political trouble, and can be badly affected in times of uncertainty. For example, the global nature of the industry means that it is vulnerable to external events that cause fluctuations in tourist visits and spend. The global 2001-2004 economic downturn, 911, the Iraq War, and the outbreak of SARS all led to a drop in revenue in the industry. These factors reduced the number of travelers internationally and left uncertainty and fragility in the tourism market. Many of these aspects are particularly pronounced in the airline industry, and trade unions have often railed against the manner in which employees are used as shock absorbers to protect the industry from the cyclical nature of the market. These hard approaches to HRM have seen major redundancy programs in a number of airlines. In recent years, especially after 911, on the other hand, a number of companies have sought a more soft approach to HRM, which aimed at increasing the customer responsiveness of their frontline staff. British Airways, for example, had a series of initiatives in the 1980s and 1990s, such as putting people first and winning for customers. Among other things, these initiatives sought to introduce teamwork, implement extensive training programs, enhance quality procedures, and develop multi-skilled staff. As companies alternate between hard and soft approaches to HRM, employees may become confused as to what the company message is. Ultimately, employees may well be a company's greatest asset, but in times of uncertainty and downturn are equally expendable. As recent history suggests, rail against 이 대해 격분하다. HRM Human Resource Management 인적 자원 관리. redundancy 인력 과잉에 따른 정리 해고 감원 조치.